roll call. We have approval of minutes, which I don't believe is necessary because we haven't had a meeting in quite a while. And a public hearing item, there is one on the agenda. So, Gina, could we have a roll call, please? Or would you like me to do that? Can you do it? Can you do it for us, please?
President Bonds, Vice President Sarah,
Present.
Commissioner Atkins, Commissioner Allen,
Present.
Commissioner Cook,
Present.
Commissioner Fisher, Commissioner Harrell,
Present.
Commissioner Miller. With 5 present, we have a quorum for the Plan Commission meeting.
Okay, thank you. And it's correct, we don't have minutes, right, to approve?
No, we do not.
Okay, thank you. All right, the first item on the agenda for this evening is the PC 2024-05, the 200 block of Grant Street through the 4600 block of Grant Street renaming. Pursuant to City of Gary Executive Order Number 2024-01, the Plan Commission will hold a public hearing regarding the renaming of Grant Street to Richard Gordon Hatcher Street. Do I need to read this? Should I read it? Okay. I'm going to read it. All right, for the benefit of everyone in the room and outside the room and on video, I would like to read the executive order that has been put in front of us to consider for approval this afternoon. Whereas Indiana Code 36-7-4-405, the City of Gary by its executive has the authority to name and rename streets located within the city limits of the City of Gary, Indiana. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher, born on July 10th, 1933, to Carlton and Catherine Hatcher in Michigan City, Indiana, graduated from Indiana University, Bloomington, Indiana in 1956 and Valparaiso University School of Law in 1959. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher moved to Gary, Indiana in 1959 and began a law practice in East Chicago, Indiana, and with a group of other progressive, civic-minded individuals, co-founded the group Mugwithanya, a group that promoted black political power and provided programming and service to citizens. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher was elected to the Gary Common Council in 1963, serving as the council president during his freshman year and implementing Gary's first open housing law. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher, upon his election on November 7, 1967, became the first African American elected as the mayor of a major city and served the city for 20 years. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher attracted millions of dollars during his tenure and led efforts to build the Genesis Convention Center, a downtown hotel, the Adam and Benjamin Transportation Center, Hudson Campbell Fitness Center, and other notable venues, transformed housing for Gary residents through access, new construction, and rehabilitation, created historic opportunities for local business owners, invested time and resources in young people through the Youth Services Bureau and Mayor Hatcher Youth Foundation, and was the champion and founder of establishing a National Civil Rights Hall of Fame in Gary, Indiana. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher was an international and national leader, serving as the inaugural chair of Trans-Africa and advisor to Presidents Lyndon B. Johnson, Jimmy Carter, and members of the United States Congress, the host and convener of the 1972 Black Political Convention, the 38th President of the U.S. Conference of Mayors, the Vice Chair of the Democratic National Committee, a founding member and President of the National Conference of Black Mayors, and the Chair of Reverend Jesse Jackson's presidential campaign in 1984 and 1988. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher continued to provide leadership and wise counsel after his service as mayor through Hatcher and Associates, and as a law professor at Valparaiso University School of Law, and an adjunct professor, lecturer, and fellow at Cambridge University, Harvard University, Indiana University, and other institutions. Whereas Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher's impetus to serve was his unwavering commitment to the people and city of Gary, his faith in God, his commitment to the city of Gary. His crowning achievement was his relationship to family and friends, especially his wife, Ruth Ellen, his children, Reagan, Rochelle, and Renee, and his grandchildren, Jaden, Camden, Kylan, Anderson, Lauren, and Jackson. Whereas it is fitting and proper to honor the contributions of Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher and the impact that his legacy has on the city of Gary and this county and this country by renaming Grant Street from Lake Michigan to the southern city limit as Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher Boulevard. Now, therefore, it is hereby ordered as follows. 1, the executive of the city of Gary, with the authority bestowed under Indiana Code 36-7-4-405, hereby renames Grant Street as Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher Boulevard in honor of Gary's first African-American mayor and the first African-American mayor of a major American city, Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher. 2, in accordance with Indiana Code 36-7-4-405 and 3-7-40-3, the City of Gary Law Department shall send notice of said renaming to the following entities. A, all City of Gary departments. B, the Lake County Circuit Court. C, the Lake County Voter Registration Office. D, the Indiana 911 Board established by Indiana Code 36-8-16.7-24. E, the Lake County 911 Department and any other administrator of enhanced emergency telephone system established under Indiana Code 36-8-16 before its appeal on July 1st, 2012, if any. F, the United States Postal Service, and G, any person of body that the commission or executive considers appropriate to receive notice. 3, the City of Gary Plan Commission and the Public Works Department and all other appropriate city departments shall be tasked with taking all necessary actions for the implementation of this executive order, which shall include but not be limited to interfacing with all departments outlined in paragraph 2. So ordered this 28th day of August 2024, signed by Eddie D. Melton, Mayor, City of Gary. Okay, having read that, I would like to now open it up to public hearing. So if there's anybody that would like to speak, I understand you've make sure, I think everybody has signed in. So if you would state your name and address, please.
Reagan Hatcher, 817 North Vermilion Street, Gary, Indiana.
Could you make sure your microphone's on?
I was not, I'm sorry. Reagan Hatcher, 817 North Vermilion Street, Gary, Indiana. I just would like to come forward to not just thank this board, but also to thank the mayor, Eddie Melton, for his support in getting this passed. This was attempted back in 2019 under Mayor Karen Freeman Wilson, but because of some technicalities, it was not implemented. But, you know, it's so funny because a lot of times when you hear these executive orders, you're like, wow, did that person do all this stuff? And Dad really did all of this stuff. And it is just the highlights. What you all heard were just the highlights. I mean, there were so many other things and so many people that he touched all across this country, you know, from Nelson Mandela and Trans-Africa to making sure people in the city of Gary could live wherever they wanted to live in the city of Gary. So this is just well-deserved. The family, myself, my mom, my sisters, the kids, we all just thank everyone for bringing this forward, and we look forward to celebrating it on Hatcher Day this year. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your words. Anybody else interested in speaking this afternoon? If not, I would open up to questions from the Plan Commission. Are there any of my fellow commissioners have any questions or comments?
I have none.
No comments? Okay, there are no other comments. I would like to entertain a motion to approve the public hearing item 2024-05.
Mr. Chair, so moved.
Okay, is there a second? Second. Okay, Alan Harrell seconded. All in favor, or excuse me, Regina, could we have a roll call, please?
President Bonds, Vice President Sarah,
Yes.
Commissioner Atkins, Commissioner Allen,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook,
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher, Commissioner Harrell,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller. With a vote of 5-0, the executive order to change Grant Street to Hatcher, Mayor Richard Gordon Hatcher Boulevard has passed.
Thank you. And congratulations. All right. All right. So that was the only item on our agenda today. So I seek a motion to adjourn. Second?
Second.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.